There's a difference between the default chick and the in the meantime woman. And as women, I just want to encourage you to be mindful about preparing men for the next woman. So, this idea was really prompted because I had a conversation with a woman who wanted, maybe she was curious about working with me. I say this because we had a conversation in January, and this conversation happened towards the end of December of this year. And come to find out, she wasn't ready. So really the story goes, there's a man in her life, and maybe you can relate to this story. That's why I'm sharing it with you, not to call her out, but because I feel like this is a teachable moment. So there's a man in her life, I believe he's a colleague if I remember correctly, and she really likes him because he gets her, he orders for her, he takes charge, and you know, makes her feel good. But there's one thing that's missing. He doesn't want to be with her. And he's made it clear in different ways, like, I'm not ready for a relationship. I am, when she says, you know, I'm interested or I want to be with you, he's either doesn't say anything or goes back to, I'm just not ready. I came out of a divorce, or whatever the story was. I really can't remember right now. And it's very clear to me what her gap is, the thing that's actually keeping her stuck. And it's as simple as that. She just really hasn't decided, right? So in terms of pursuing your feminine allure, you have to make a decision. You cannot fantasize about having an amazing relationship with an amazing man, like showing up as this alluring woman. You can't just fantasize about it. You have to decide that this is who you are and who you want to become, and then make steps, make progress towards that. So I'm saying this because I found myself kind of being frustrated. Oh, here's the thing that was really frustrating with me, because she was like, I don't have the money. You know, I don't really have the money. I'm like, this is not about the money. You don't want to change. You don't want to make moves. You are okay being in the meantime girl. And here's how I know, like, here's how you know you might be the, like, in the meantime chick. Well, first of all, a default chick, let me just define the terms here, right? You can go back to one of my videos, I think from 2012, when I say, you know, don't become his default chick. And a default chick is someone who's in a relationship just by, like, you kind of broke him down. There was no verbal affirmation, right? He's claiming you now, but it's not because, it's not by choice. It's just by circumstance. And it's like, well, hey, I'm here, aren't I? You know, we cool. Like, let's make it work. But it's not like, I want to be with you. Let's move forward and do something and build something together. So it's a relationship by default, meaning there's no verbal affirmation, although the actions seem like you're in a relationship. Okay. And so it becomes a relationship by circumstance. In the meantime, chick is really essentially someone who, you're the man, you're the woman that he's just passing time with. And I think about Iyanla Vanzant has a book title. It's at home. And I wish I would have brought it with me. No, I don't wish I would have brought it with me, actually. But I remember it was on my office desk. And it's called In the Meantime. Like something with the tagline of finding the love, finding yourself and the love you deserve. So oftentimes, in the meantime woman is, you know, you're the woman that he is passing time with while he finds himself and while he's finding and preparing himself for a better woman, for the next woman, for the woman that he really wants to claim and title and make his wife. So to go back to what I was saying before with this woman, she tried to put the onus on me. Well, she really didn't try to put this onus on me. She didn't want to take personal responsibility is what it is, right? She didn't want to take personal responsibility. And so if you are a woman, you watch my videos, you like it, it's because you are in the pursuit of excellence. You have to want the excellence for yourself. Okay, you cannot put the blame on everyone else. You cannot make excuses for why your life is where it is. So, you know, it was clear to me. And she said, in some part in the conversation, she said, you know, I don't know why. I just don't want to. I'm not ready to move. Like, I know, but I'm just not ready to move. And she was okay with it. And so towards the end of the conversation, she was like, yeah, I just don't have the money. And I was like, stop. You don't want to move forward. It's not because you don't have the money. You know, working with me it's not inexpensive. It is an investment. And I will say that any woman who is a match and is committed can always find a way, right? We women will find a way to get what we want. But again, it comes with a decision, because right now, I told her, like, right now, you're not doing nothing but preparing him for the next woman. And there are simple ways that men will dangle the carrot a little bit, right? So he might say something like, if you know you're spending significant amount of time together, if you know, like this man would say he wouldn't come into her house because of, he was like, you know, I don't want to get it started, you know, like I don't. So she respects that. She respects that he honors her boundaries and that he also has boundaries. And this is where we women go into wanting to testing men to see if we have what it takes to kind of break him down and really put ourselves out there. But we have to be careful too, because it could really lead to feelings of rejection. And of course that can really break our self-esteem down. But he might say something like, you know, I feel like you're going to find someone else, you know, like I feel like you might find something else, or I feel like you might spend time with another man, or something to kind of plant the seed to see how you're going to respond. And you should be like, in your head, and you don't have to say this, but you should be like, you're darn right. Let's find somebody else and spend some time with somebody else, because I value myself. I see myself as greater, and what I want, you're not in a position or not available to give it to me in terms of commitment and availability. So I say all of this to say, listen, number one, make a decision, because as I said in my last video, the difference between where you are now and where you want to be is all about your belief, right? Belief creates identity. Belief yields results. Belief yields, yeah, results. That's what it's about. That's what this is about. And results do come from how we see ourselves, our own identity, right? So I want to encourage you to see yourself as greater than in the meantime chick, as someone who is, you know, available while a man is finding himself in the love he deserves, as Iyanla Vanzant in her book, you know, In the Meantime, so eloquently stated. Okay. I want to encourage you to take yourself seriously enough. Take yourself seriously enough to honor yourself and to make decisions that honor you, who you are right now, but more importantly, who you see yourself becoming, who you want to be. So if there's anything that I want you to get from this video, is to really just ask yourself, like, who do I want to be? Like, what is it that I want when it comes to relationship? Like, what do you want? Get clear about that. Because if you're not getting it, you will settle and you will fall for anything. Clarity is the first step. You have to know what it is that you want, so that way you just don't be taking these little crumbs. Okay. If this information served you, go ahead and click on the link below. I have a complimentary training. It's about this 5 simple shifts that are required for you to feel confident in your journey, so that you can attract and keep your Mr. Right, but also blossom into the best version of yourself along the way. All right, so go ahead and click on the link below. My name is Monique Head. I help single women of faith who are ready for a relationship, right? But more specifically, I work with women who have been through some tough stuff, and you turn to God to help you out, but it's left you a little rough around the edges and you struggle with finding love because of it, right? So I teach you how to use your feminine allure so that you can feel confident in your journey and feel confident that you can attract and keep your Mr. Right and ultimately have a lifelong living relationship. All right, so do me a favor. If this video served you, go ahead and share it, like it, because when you share, you add value. You know what I say. All right, well, you have an awesome week. Take care and God bless. Bye.